As a thank you for another great year on YouTube, I'm going to be giving away these pair of Air Jordan 1s, and the rules to enter are simple. All you got to do is just follow this channel, of course. You got to like this video, and you got to leave a comment what country you live in, as well as your Instagram handle so I can contact you. I'm going to be drawing a winner on January 1st, and the final step is to make sure you follow me on Instagram at BryceKicks. Thanks so much for another incredible year here on YouTube, and let's jump into the video. Make sure to drop a comment what your favorite sneaker pickup was of the year. I'll be sure to respond. However, let's jump right into some Air Jordan 1s with the Air Jordan 1 in the bread colorway. This is, of course, my favorite sneaker of all time, and they are aging gracefully. I didn't wear these a ton this year, but that's okay because I have a ton of other shoes, that I did wear, which I'm really thankful for. So let's switch gears over to the Air Jordan 1 Bloodline. This is an underrated sneaker in my opinion. It is like a Bulls colorway. It's not an OG colorway, which is why they kind of sat when these first dropped for about like a week or so. I think you could just go right and buy them. And either way, super underrated. I bought those last year, but resale wasn't too bad. Next up is a great pickup that I have this year. This is a shoe that I'm really glad to have, but one that I probably won't wear a ton. But either way, is the Air Jordan 1 Pollen. I love wearing this with like olive and brown and stuff like that. I think it looks really great. Really thankful to have those. And next up is the shoe that you guys saw at the beginning of the video. This is the Air Jordan 1 Bordeaux that just dropped. I'm gonna be giving these away, so make sure that you check out the intro of this video, which I'm sure you guys already saw, to enter the giveaway there. These are on the ground, sorry. And then the last of the Air Jordan 1s is the Air Jordan 1 Mocha. This is probably one of my favorite, maybe top 3 sneakers in my collection, just in terms of wearability. You guys know that I love it, and you guys seem to love my outfit videos for these as well, so be sure to check those out. So either way, really happy to have these. So let's switch gears into Nike Dunks. Okay, so let's start off with one of my most worn sneakers of the year. This is the Nike Dunk High in the Vast Gray colorway. I'm a big fan of Nike Dunk Highs, and unfortunately, quality on this one is terrible. However, it was still very wearable, and it's still a shoe that I really love, and I'm just obsessed with the colorway. Next up is the Nike Dunk High in the light chocolate colorway. This release went under the radar, and it didn't release in a mass quantities to all countries. I don't even think these released in Canada. However, I bought them on the secondary market, and this is probably a shoe that I get asked about the most in terms of, oh, what's the name of that shoe? It, of course, does have that, brown beige color scheme that I absolutely love. So I'm glad to have those because I wear them a ton. Next up is the Russet Brown Nike Dunk Highs. This is a tricky shoe to rock in my opinion. I think because like I underestimated how bright this like rust brown color is. But either way, it's a really great shoe because these ones are premium. So these ones in the light chocolate, those are like the premium version of the Nike Dunk. So the quality on those is really great. So I'm glad to have those. I bought both of those for resale, unfortunately. Next up, we're gonna kind of switch gears over to some Nike SB Dunks. And these are the low tops in the Dusty Peach colorway. This is another sort of underrated shoe. I kind of dogged these up a bit because I skateboarded in them one time. I did a kickflip and I tore up the toe of the shoe. So this is definitely not intentionally made for skateboarding. But either way, it's just a fun colorway. It's got these little flashes of color on them, red on the tongue and blue on swoosh. So I really love those. Next up is the Nike Dunk High in the Tiffany colorway. Quality on this one sucks as well, but it's a very meaningful shoe to me. I bought this when I went to Flight Club back in maybe like 2015, I think. So it was like a family trip that we made out to New York, and this was one of the shoes that I bought. And anytime I go to Flight Club in New York, it's always like a special experience. So I'm happy to have these as well, even though quality isn't great and it's not the OG Tiffany's. And then last of the dunks is the St. John's University red colorway. Quality on these is incredible. I love these. And I feel like I don't wear them enough, but it's obviously a pretty bright shoe, and I get asked, a lot of people ask me to style these, and I have sort of sporadically, but either way, glad to have these. Now we're gonna sort of switch gears away from Nike really quick to talk about some New Balance. I bought a bunch of New Balance this year. I think the brand had an excellent year, so let's kick things off with the Aimé Leondor 550s. The 550, I think, in my opinion, is going to be one of the biggest shoes and most popular shoes next year. So I highly recommend you start buying as many of these colorways as you can. Of course, they're starting to sell out, but for good reason, because it's a great shoe. And I'm talking about the GR and the non-GR colorways. Love this one. I would love to have the green one as well, but I bought the green 650s, which is the high top version. So that's fine by me. I did buy the GR colorway, the black and red ones. These are the the mass release pair. Quality is still great. The midsole is still like a little beigey. It's kind of looks a little aged, so it does have a lot of great detail. So you don't have to go spending $400 resale for the Aimé Leon Dore pairs to get a great pair of 550s. So I highly recommend you start checking out. I just got the black colorway in these as well. I'm really excited for those to come in. And then next up is probably one of my favorite sneakers to release this year, and one of my favorite pickups of the year, which is the New Balance 202R in the protection pack. This gray colorway is, in my opinion, the best one, and these are so comfortable. They're so comfortable, and just the details on these is incredible. So New Balance should really, give themselves an applause, because this was a great shoe that released this year. And then last but not least is the New Balance 997. This is called the Less is More Mint colorway, I think. Quality on these is incredible, made in the USA. And this is another shoe that when I sort of post it online, when I post on Instagram stories, or when I wear these in a fit, people always ask me about these, because this almost looks like it could be like a Kith collab. However, it was a GR pair that I got from retail, so I'm really glad to have these as well. So we're going to switch gears back to Jordan, so let's kick it off with the threes. So let's start off with the sneaker of the year, in my opinion, which is the Amamanye Air Jordan 3s. I'm really glad to have these. Usually when like the sneaker of the year comes out, I never really get them because they're in such high demand and the resale is too much. However, I did win these in a raffle, which I rarely win raffles, but either way, I'll count my blessings because these are great. I swapped the laces for some cream colored laces. Quality is on point with these. Love the quilted inner lining. And just when you think of the story that's behind the shoe and just the release, and a lot of people did seem to get a pair, so that is a fantastic release, and I really do applaud it as the sneaker of the year. Next up is the classic black cement 3s. I don't wear these as much because they are a half size too big, and but either way, it's hard. I can't get rid of this shoe. This shoe is just too classic, and I don't care what anybody says, it never goes out of style. And then another shoe that hasn't aged very well is the True Blue Air Jordan 3. These are yellowing like really quickly for a shoe that is only, I think, like 5 years old. I did scuff the shit out of these within like the first month of them releasing. However, it is still a classic shoe and an OG Air Jordan 3 colorway, so we'll never get rid of them. And yeah, this is a nice shoe. It goes great with a pair of jeans and a white tee, in the summertime. Hits different. So let's switch gears to the Air Jordan 4. I got two Air Jordan 4s for you. The red colorway. This is probably the best Air Jordan 4 in my opinion. All things considered, OG colorway. Just the look of it is just so great. You got the Nike Air on the back. Really glad to pick these up. And shoes like these, I feel like a lot of people look back on and oh, I miss out on those. I wish I didn't miss out on those. But these were very attainable. All you had to do was just enter as many raffles as possible, and I went ahead and I picked these up in store. So all I gotta say is definitely never sleep on those OG colorways. The Carmines is a great example of a release that was very attainable, and I think people will look back on. This is one of my first ever retros ever, which is why it looks the way that it does, and that is the Air Jordan 4 in the white cement colorway. These things are fantastic. This is a really great shoe that I love, and I will never get rid of, and it is a good marker of where I started, just because I got these in 2011, I believe, 2012. So yeah, it's crazy. I've almost been, I have been collecting sneakers for a decade now, but this is a good, I guess, reminder of that. So let's move on with some more J's. Okay, so let's go with the Air Jordan 5 in the metallic colorway, the black metallic colorway. Air Jordan 5s are a shoe that I absolutely love, but one that I don't wear often. Yeah, I just love these. The details on these this was when I first started getting into Jordans, this was a shoe that I marveled at, because in my opinion, I think it's a work of art. You got the little fighter jet decal on the side, reflective tongue, and then I got the Nike Air on the back. So yeah, this is a great release, and I'm really happy to have that one. And then last year, pandemic purchase, hashtag you know, the last dance purchase, impulse purchase was the fire red Air Jordan 5s. Once again, don't wear these a ton, but when I do, I really love them. I did style these on Instagram this year, so if you guys want to check out an outfit idea for that, you can do so. BryceKicks on Instagram, and I love these. They're great. You know, I like them for what they are, but like I said, don't wear them a ton. So let's chat about the 6s now. Infrared Air Jordan 6. This is the 2016 release, I believe. Quality on these is not very great. 2014 release, sorry. So quality on these isn't great. It's very stiff, and this infrared color is like more of like a pink color than it is red, which is true to the OG. I don't know why Jordan does that. However, still great to have them. These remind me of Kanye just when he was styling them back in the day, so I had to get these. I actually got these at like a sneaker trade show in my area, my local area, and I think I got them for like $150 or something. So they were near DS at the time, so that was a great steal for me. And then a shoe that I really love is the Air Jordan 7. I love the Air Jordan 7 silhouette, and yeah, so this is the Raptor colorway of that. Of course, being from Toronto, you got to get the Raptors colorway, and you know, this is so nice. I love the shoe. I love the, you know, the outsole of it too, and I can't wait for more of these to release. Let's switch gears to 11s. I feel like this would be a good fit, like to wear these with, you know, like the Concords, with you know, a nice gray tracksuit or something. Super fresh, love these. Air Jordan 11, another shoe that I absolutely love, but I don't wear often, and that is the Air Jordan 11. These are the Concords. I love this shoe so much. I don't care what anybody says. I will love these till the day I die. And I'm gonna be getting the cool gray 11s, I think. I'm hoping that I can get them because they're delayed. So who the heck knows if they'll be, you know, I don't want to jump through hoops and barrels. Bread Air Jordan 11 Playoff Edition. I also love these. These are more wearable in my opinion than the Concords. But oh, man, I love these. Just the red outsole. Like, who thinks of that stuff? Just an all red outsole, white midsole, the black with the patent leather. This is just a work of art in itself too. Love these. Like I said, don't wear them a ton, but they're pretty to look at. Okay, let's check out some Air Max. This is the Air Max 90 in the Volt colorway. Love this. I got these for a steal too as well. I got them on sale, and they became like my gym shoes. So I wear these when I work out. If I'm doing squats, I wear the Nike Metcons, but if I'm just like doing an arm day or something and I don't need to rely on like the traction or like how flat the midsole is, then I'll wear these. And then another similar pickup is the 95s. I like these a lot more than I like those. This was, I wanted this shoe so bad, and I'm glad that I got them. It took me literally, this shoe took I think a month and a half to get to me, just because I had to buy them in the US and then reship them to Canada. It's like so crazy, but either way, one of my most worn sneakers of the year. I did wear these in the gym as well. However, you know, I do love those. Air Max 1 in the OG colorway. This is the anniversary edition. I love this shoe, but I don't wear it often for two reasons. Actually, more so for one reason. They're half size too big, and like there's way too much room in the toe box, and it doesn't look the greatest. So like, you know, I wear them sparingly, I should say. But like, this is another like a work of art shoe. Like when you look at it, you're like, wow, this is stunning. And then last but not least, actually, I got two more I gotta show you. This is the another 90. This is the infrared colorway. I bought these for like $70 at SneakerCon Toronto on the last day, and I was just like, threw out an offer. He accepted. You know, when it comes to SneakerCon, the best deals are on the last day, on like the last hour, because people don't want to send this stuff back. And then the last but not least, this is a super beater. I almost didn't include it in the video, but this is the Air Max 97 in the triple black colorway. This is not the Lil Nas X demon shoe, even though it looks like it. I feel like that shoe, the base was this shoe right here. However, I wore these a ton, just like playing soccer in the backyard with my nephew and like that kind of stuff. I do, at least I can say that I have all of like the OG Air Max, which would be the 97s, the 90s, the 95s, the Air Max 1s. So I love these for sure. Okay, so let's take a look at some GR Nikes. I have a Nike Air Force 1 Premium right here in the brown and beige colorway. It's got a beige midsole and a beige check. Quality on these are fantastic, which is great because it's always nice to have some Air Force 1s with good quality, because the triple white ones are just terrible. saying that still one of my most worn sneakers of the year. I didn't include it on my most worn sneaker of the year list just because like this is like everybody's most worn shoe. It just goes with everything, and I just wanted to sort of add a little bit more creativity to my list. You guys know I'm a big Blazer guy. I think Blazers really, you know, help put my channel on the map, and it's still my most watched video. So if you guys haven't checked that out, my how to style video for this, then I recommend you do. I have the Blazers in the white colorway as well as the black suede. This one's black suede. I recommend getting the leather over the suede just because this thing gets real. This is like a dirt magnet. However, black suede upper with a gray swoosh and a white midsole. I bought these on sale, and they are like a beater, so I don't really wear these a ton. But if I do, it's because it's like inclement weather, raining, whatever. Okay, so let's chat about some Adidas. This is one of my favorite pickups of the year, the Forum 84. You guys know I've been talking about these a lot, and they're so worth it. So go buy them. They're not too much in terms of resale. The resale isn't crazy on these. Quality is great. The colorways are great. Adidas dropped the ball hard on this shoe this year in terms of not creating more colorways of these. Like, I don't get it. However, still a great shoe. I have 2 pairs of Ultra Boost. The other one is the Ultra Boost 21. You guys don't need to see that one. This is the Ultra Boost 1.0 in that cream colorway. Fantastic shoe. And in my opinion, this is the best Ultra Boost colorway of all time. Really great. I love these to death. And then not last but not least, but this is the Adidas Samba, of course, my most worn sneaker of the year. I love this shoe so much. If you guys want to see why, then you can check out my top 5 most worn sneakers of the year video, because I know you'll love that one. Good content there. But yeah, this is a really great shoe. And then my only pair of Yeezys at the moment is the 700 in the analog colorway. I really love this shoe. I had the 350 V2s in the black and red colorway, but I gave them to my dad, so I think that's pretty reasonable, because he liked them, and I was like, you know what, like, he doesn't have any hype shoes, so I was like, here, take those. So yeah, either way, that's going to change. I'm going to buy a lot more Yeezys next year just because I think I love the vision and everything. They're switching things up, which I think is great. But RIP to my bank account because Yeezys tend to be very expensive for retail. So we'll see how that goes. But that about does it for the video. If you want to see some of the best and worst fashion trends of the year, you can check out that video right there. I worked really hard on that one. So I would appreciate if you checked it out, left a like for your boy, for the algorithm, or if you want to see that video I was just telling you about some of my most worn sneakers of the year, you can check out that one right there. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to enter the contest. And just thank you for another great year on YouTube. 2022 is going to be even better. Have an amazing day, guys. I love you all. Thanks for the support. Take care.